Hey skincare lovers, ever wonder what's actually lurking in those pretty bottles on your bathroom shelf? I know I have. Like, we spend so much time, energy, and money trying to find products that make our skin look and feel amazing. But what if I told you some of those very products could be doing more harm than good? Today, I'm getting real, like really real, and diving deep into my own skincare collection to uncover some shocking truths about the ingredients hiding in plain sight. And honestly guys, I'm not sure I'm ready for what we'll find. If you've ever experienced those unexplained breakouts, that annoying irritation, or just overall sensitivity, this video might just explain why. Let's get real about what's hiding in our skincare and arm ourselves with the knowledge to make informed decisions for our skin. Alright guys, let's talk about parabens. Now, parabens are a type of preservative, okay, and they're used in a ton of skincare products to prevent bacteria and mold from growing. And on the surface that sounds like a good thing, right? We don't want bacteria infested products. But here's the catch: parabens have been linked to some pretty serious health concerns. We're talking about potential hormone disruption. Guys, hormones are like the messengers in our bodies, controlling everything from our mood to our metabolism. And when something messes with our hormones, it can throw everything off balance. And listen, some studies have even suggested a possible link between parabens and breast cancer, which is super concerning. Now, I want to be clear, the research is still ongoing and more studies are needed to confirm these links conclusively. But for me, it's just not worth the risk, you know, especially when there are so many other safe and effective preservatives out there. So how can you spot parabens in your products? Look for ingredients ending in paraben on the label. Things like methylparaben, propylparaben, butylparaben. Those are all parabens. And trust me, they're sneaky little devils, hiding in everything from moisturizers to serums to cleansers. So many brands are ditching parabens these days, which is awesome to see. We have the power to choose products that are both good for our skin and good for our health. Don't be afraid to turn that bottle around and read the label, my friends. Let's talk about sulfates, those bubbly, lathering agents that make our cleansers foam up like crazy. We've all been there, right? That satisfying feeling of a rich lather, like it's really getting our skin clean. But here's the harsh truth. Sulfates are basically industrial strength that can strip away our skin's natural protective barrier. Think of your skin's natural barrier like the bouncer at a club, only instead of keeping out rowdy partygoers, it keeps out dirt, bacteria and other irritants, while holding in all the good stuff like moisture. Sulfates, unfortunately, are like a battering ram, breaking down that barrier and leaving our skin vulnerable. This can lead to a whole host of problems. Guys, dryness, irritation, even breakouts. Because when your skin's barrier is compromised, it overcompensates by producing more oil, which can clog pores and lead to acne. Not cute. The most common sulfates to watch out for are sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, and sodium laureth sulfate, SLS. They're cheap, effective, and found in a ton of products, but just because they're common doesn't mean they're good for us. Luckily, there are so many gentle sulfate-free cleansers on the market these days that cleanse effectively without stripping your skin. Look for cleansers that use gentle surfactants like cocamidopropylbutane or decyl glucoside. Your skin will thank you for it. Okay guys, let's talk about fragrance, or should I say fragrance? Because that innocent looking word on your product label can often hide a cocktail of potentially harmful chemicals, including phthalates. Phthalates are often used to enhance fragrance and make it last longer, but they've also been linked to some pretty scary health issues, particularly when it comes to our hormones. We're talking about potential disruptions to our endocrine system, which regulates our hormones. And studies have shown that exposure to certain phthalates can be especially concerning for pregnant women and developing fetuses. It's just not worth the risk, guys. Now here's the tricky part. Companies aren't required to disclose the specific ingredients that make up their fragrance blends. So that fragrance listed on the label could contain literally hundreds of different chemicals, including phthalates, and we'd have no way of knowing. The good news is that more and more brands are moving towards transparency and using phthalate-free fragrances or natural scents derived from essential oils. Look for products that specifically state phthalate-free on the label, or opt for fragrance-free options, especially if you have sensitive skin. Remember, knowledge is power. By being aware of these hidden dangers, we can make informed choices and protect our health. Chapter 4. Mineral oil, the moisturizer that's actually clogging your pores. Alright guys, let's talk about mineral oil. Now, mineral oil often gets a bad rap in the skincare world, and for a good reason. It's a petroleum-derived ingredient that's often used in moisturizers and lotions because it creates this barrier on the skin that feels smooth and hydrating. But here's the catch. That barrier, while it might feel nice initially, can actually trap bacteria and sebum, your skin's natural oil, beneath the surface. And what happens when your pores get clogged with that gunk? Breakouts, my friends. Breakouts. Mineral oil is also what we call comedogenic, which means it's known to clog pores. So if you're prone to blackheads, whiteheads, or acne in general, mineral oil is like your worst enemy. It's basically inviting those breakouts to set up camp on your face. And here's another thing. Mineral oil doesn't actually provide any real benefits to the skin. It's not like a nourishing oil that feeds your skin with antioxidants or essential fatty acids. It just sits on the surface, creating that illusion of hydration, without actually improving your skin's health. The good news is that there are so many amazing plant-based oils out there that provide true hydration and nourishment without clogging your pores. Look for ingredients like jojoba oil, squalane oil, rosehip oil. These are all great alternatives to mineral oil that will actually benefit your skin in the long run. Chapter 5. Artificial fragrances, the skin, irritant, hiding in plain sight. We've all been there, browsing the aisles of the beauty store, drawn in by those intoxicating scents, that clean laundry smell, the tropical breeze fragrance. They can be seriously tempting, but those artificial fragrances, as delightful as they may seem, can wreak havoc on our skin. Fragrances are actually one of the top allergens in skincare products. They're often made up of a complex cocktail of chemicals that can irritate sensitive skin, trigger redness, and even cause contact dermatitis, which is like an itchy, bumpy rash. And it's not just our skin that's affected. Some people are also sensitive to the chemicals in fragrances and can experience headaches, respiratory issues, or even migraines when exposed to them. The problem is that fragrance formulas are considered trade secrets, so companies aren't required to disclose the specific ingredients they use. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to know exactly what we're putting on our skin and whether it's safe for us. If you have sensitive skin or are prone to irritation, it's best to avoid products that list fragrance on the label. Look for products that are specifically labeled as fragrance-free, or opt for products that use natural scents derived from essential oils. Chapter 6: Chemical Sunscreen Filters. Protecting our skin, harming our planet. Sunscreen is non-negotiable, guys, we all know that, right? Protecting our skin from the sun's harmful UV rays is crucial for preventing premature aging, hyperpigmentation, and skin cancer. But did you know that some chemical sunscreen filters, while effective at blocking UV rays, can actually be harmful to our health and the environment? Ingredients like oxybenzone and octinoxate, which are commonly found in chemical sunscreens, have been shown to disrupt our hormones and potentially contribute to coral reef bleaching. And coral reefs are essential to the health of our oceans, so this is a big deal. Now I know what you're thinking. Hiram, are you telling me to stop wearing sunscreen? Absolutely not. Sun protection is still crucial, but we have options, my friends. We can choose to use mineral sunscreens instead. Mineral sunscreens use physical blockers like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, which create a physical barrier on the skin that reflects UV rays away. They're generally considered safer for both our health and the environment. So next time you're shopping for sunscreen, turn that bottle around and check the ingredients list. Opt for mineral sunscreens whenever possible to protect both your skin and the planet. Outro: make informed choices for your skin. Wow guys, we covered a lot of ground today. Unmasking the hidden dangers in our skincare products can be eye-opening, but it's also empowering. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to our skin. You don't need to throw out your entire skincare routine today, but now you're armed with the information to start making more informed choices for your skin. I'm so curious to hear from you guys. What are some surprising or concerning ingredients you found in your own skincare products? Drop a comment below and let's chat. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more skincare truth bombs. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's video, where I'll be showing you how to build a clean and effective skincare routine that actually works.